Use your best judgment.
Yeah.
Um, it's all in D&D. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Recap. Who wants to jog the Kenku's memory of what he did and what has happened last game?
What has happened? Well, we made it out of the sewer, and
You did.
Dark Leaper located some other giants like him, not like fully ass giants. And then we found out that they were his family, so we stayed at their house for a little bit to prep, because we knew where we were headed, kind of. And
this was before the portal and the split off, right? Because I was here for that part.
Yeah, this was well before. This was like the beginning part, where the portal was the very end. So basically we planned to split into two groups. One group would go to the portal and kind of prep it all up, and the other group would go get the Thea, as well as a book that Craig was looking for. So we split off. Group made it up to the portal. Other group was like, cool, let's just take a shortcut. Oops, wasn't a shortcut. Turned into a long cut to make it all the way around the citadel to where we were trying to go. Got up into the building, found Thea, found the book, made it back to the portal where they were having some trouble hiding, I think. And last thing I remember, we jumped into the portal. Dark Leaper threw the bag of big holding at me and then stayed there.
And we came through with one of the giants. The big giant green people.
I was hoping I misremembered that part, honestly.
I know, me too!
Left it discreetly.
Dark Leaper, why'd you send your family with us?
That was probably like the largest moment of the entire night. So do you want to walk through that in a little more detail of what had happened?
Oh goodness.
It was a dark and stormy night.
Yeah, maybe Dark Leaper give a little bit of his insight on that moment. I don't want to take that away from him because that was a lot.
Alright, we can do that.
But
As we rushed from the library, Thea acquired, book acquired, slaves not freed at all. We ran up the staircase and made our way rushing towards the portal, which was being held for release by Crag. As I believe Grok and Lay also ran to join us there, we all noticed there was a big ass giant walking right that way. We were like, and then they were like,
They were like, huh?
ran. Crag, I think, hid themselves in a way so that the giant would not immediately recognize them.
Crag was invisible.
Yeah, it was invisible.
They were also invisible.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
So as we were running, Dark Reaper, finally having reunited with certain members of his family, did not spend more time and learn more about them. Dropped off the bag to show and stayed just behind as the portal took us. I don't remember where. It took.
It was like across.
Dark Leaper doesn't know, to be fair.
Something. Like,
remember
you know
Dark
where
Leaper.
the original portal is? Like, we went across the ravine, I think.
Yeah.
That we,
You can see the encampment from where you ended up this time. So you're a ways off, but it's not super close. And it's still foggy. Yeah, I think you're looking down a little ways, like probably down like 80 feet and a couple hundred feet away is where you see the glow of an encampment.
Oh, so then I can just jump it like I did with the table.
Maybe.
yeah.
Risks their lives to save you, you just jump off a cliff.
For real though.
Alright. Yeah, you guys exited out of the portal. The giant looks down to see that he is no longer in Caldera Vega. Looks around, sees a bunch of small folk, and Giant is just like, what the fuck? And that is where we ended. So, Furious 5. There's a giant around you. It is cold. It is not as cold or as windy as Calder Vega was. The giant is 45 feet tall. Looks kind of like this compared to you. He's got a big-ass sword.
I can't see your stream.
Neither
Yeah,
can
you're
I.
not sharing anything.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
No, you're
It
good.
was like,
You're good. I was just
like what?
it was kind of like this. Okay, right. You're doing it in
Boom. How's that?
art style. I got
Theater
you.
of the
Everyone
mind,
close
I
your
like
eyes,
it.
put your finger near your temple, okay? Focus.
Yeah. Stick with me, guys. Looks like this big guy. Get the window to cooperate.
Great.
Fia, I think, is the only one who could understand him say what the fuck, as you guys hear him grunt kinda angrily. What?
Leah turns around to look at the rest of the team and kind of puts her hand like this and goes, he said what the fuck.
Yeah, you handle this.
Go get him, girl.
Very proud of herself that she understood.
He's going to gently lift off the ground, and start floating kind of over the ravine.
Oh, they can fly. BT
Isn't that
dubs.
sweet? I wish I could fly.
It's more of a
Brr.
levitate than a fly.
A fly is an animal. Bug.
It is. Good call.
God.
Good call.
About flying.
That's it, boy. Okay, I'm done for the night, guys. Thank you. I'll see you later.
Thanks for coming.
Oh my god.
He's going to. The clouds around you are gonna start to darken, and you hear the sounds of thunder far off in the distance as he starts to float. He's looking at you. He's got his sword, like his arm on his sword, ready to pull it. He's got some questions. Fear, are you gonna speak up at all? Or are you just listening?
I'm just listening.
If you don't, I will.
Okay. Do you say something?
I asked him where he took us. I have no idea what happened. I jumped through a portal just like he did.
You hear him grunt some things in Giant again, and then he'll say in common, What is the meaning of this?
That's what I'm asking you, bud. Where have you taken us?
I have taken you nowhere. You operated the teleportal. How do you know how to operate the portal to our home?
I'm still invisible, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I
What
say,
what have you taken from us?
saying, Fia, deal with this guy.
The clouds get darker. The thunder's getting closer.
What's around us, by the way?
Cliff face to your back, about 10 feet of cliff in front of you till it drops off a good couple hundred feet. And it's just like this kind of ledge just runs along the mountain that you're on.
Gotcha. Hate it. Okay.
No trees. There's boulders and rocks and gravel.
I am definitely stepping away from where he is. Backwards, I guess, in the direction that from he is.
Towards the camp or away from the camp, basically.
So whichever side he's on, I
He's
wanna go towards.
Directly perpendicular. He's over the space.
Out. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Does the camp look our sized or this is his sized?
It seems familiar. You didn't see any fires. You guys were looking around, and Crag was very confident that he had dialed it in. So you're assuming that's your camp that you were at. The cave encampment that Etten and stuff were at. Yeah, that one.
Not towards towards a cave. More towards the way back to the coast. You know what I'm talking about?
Same direction.
Okay, yes, that way.
Okay.
But not into the cave.
Okay. You're on. So that encampment is over the ravine on the other mountain. It's probably like a 200-foot jump across if you were to try and gauge the distance.
So it's
Is there a map
okay.
up right now?
You're on a mountain?
No, like I'm wondering.
Yeah, the mountain's over here, and this is where the encampment is. So you would have to hop over.
See what you're sharing.
Um,
Oh,
Right
I see
now,
a
I
mouse
think
now.
it's
There's a mouse. I see a mouse. There's a white screen.
Oh, okay.
you're on a ledge.
Ah,
Here's the other mountain.
Clarity.
Encampment.
And then us on the other side somewhere. Gotcha.
Big guy.
Okay. I thought we were on the other side. Yeah, I'm gonna go towards, like, along the cliff edge, towards
Yeah,
the encampment side, south, I guess.
cool. Sure.
Sicko mode.
Sounds good. What's everyone else up to? As show starts kind of backing away from this whole thing.
Blinking away.
I'm craning my head up and trying to remember everything I learned from my chiropractor about how to maintain good posture while looking literally straight up at his face.
Okay. He is like out a ways as well, but it's a good 45-degree angle to look towards him. What are the rest of you up to?
I'm already gone.
This guy.
You running?
I dipped and ducked behind some of the barrels, like.
No barrels. You're not at the encampment.
But
You're on a cliff edge, basically.
On the other side from where we think we are.
The only things around you are like some rocks, but there's really nothing to hide behind out here. You're pretty exposed right now.
Never mind. I'm taking out my crossbow. Whatever.
Are you pointing it at him, or you just have it ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Pointing.
Okay. Crag, you're staying invisible, waiting for things to happen.
Yep.
And Fia, you're just sitting tight, listening. Is Miku doing anything? Is he just hanging back?
I don't think he can even see me. I'm not too worried.
Okay. Yeah, you could find a rock to hide behind pretty easy. You can hide if you would like.
Fia, seeing Sho slink back, rolls her eyes like typical. And then she
Show's getting nervous.
Right. You have the same amount of help as me.
Right. Yeah, he's gonna ask you in common though. Where are you going? What have you taken from us?
Nothing but appreciation for your culture.
Right.
Aww.
It's a fair answer.
Put pictures
That's what all
of
the colonizers say.
Yeah, we were on a mission trip.
No, it's like the metro parks. We're taking pictures and leaving footprints. That's it, bud.
Taking photos and leaving footprints. That's good. I've never heard that one before.
He draws his sword out. You have wronged our society. State your purpose, or we will break the heavens upon your head.
Okay, Robocop Black's there.
My gosh. Bro. State purpose.
Are you saying that?
Yes.
We were bringing a friend home.
That's good. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Have you seen a Goliath about yay tall up and down? You know, he was traveling with us. He's a little taller than us here, but we brought him back there. And
Grok, you do remember seeing about, 4 dozen Goliaths while you were up there?
So I saw about 4 dozen Goliaths up there. He's one of them. And turns out he had family there, right? So we finally found where he lived. But it turns out, and we learned this a little bit later, we're not allowed up there.
No,
So
we're not.
clearly see what happened, and we just wanted to leave as quickly and quietly as possible.
You're not allowed to know about it.
Know what? We don't know anything, right, guys? We don't know nothing,
Right.
You do know.
right?
There is.
I asked the other.
You're not convincing him with that.
That was pretty convincing, though. Heck.
All right. What can we do then? Because clearly we're at a bit of an impasse here. You're.
That small one there.
I'm sorry.
That small one there. Were you not the gnome Budras had in his possession?
What if I am?
Are you?
I don't know, am I?
Don't be coy with me, little one. The thunder gets louder, and a couple of strikes of lightning flash in the sky. They're not flashing down, they're just kind of like flashing among the clouds around him and above him.
Ooh, fancy. Where'd you learn that one?
Oh no, I'm stepping so far back at this point. I was confident for a moment and started walking forward. I am so far away after that.
Yeah,
Is-
I'm gonna start moving towards Show, just like get out of the way a bit, probably.
Uh.
A singular step back.
Okay. He's still talking to Grok for the most part, since Grok is kind of talking to him. Is this the friend you came for?
For the friend we left.
I don't think we should tell his name because I don't want him to get in trouble.
You can tell. You said you were rescuing a friend, and then you had another friend of yours found his family up there, and he's asking if Via is the one that you came to rescue. The reason you came to Calder Vega.
Anyone? We
Yeah, you
were
did.
bringing-
You just that was the first thing Grok opened up with. I'm almost positive.
I'm 90% certain I just mentioned the delivery
Yeah.
of our Goliath, who's
To the thing?
Lightfaller.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, you are possession of Uthras. I will be taking you back. Come willingly, or I will use force. And he kind of like puts his hand out towards Fia.
All right. I understand your position. But we're already belong to someone else right now currently, so we don't have the contract or the legal document with us. But we would need a receipt and a transference of ownership. So if you want to come with us, we can do that, no problem. Right? But we've got to go kind of a distance. We can't just come with you because our employers are going to get their lawyers. Right?
Listen.
Your lawyers, and it becomes this big thing.
Listen,
So
I am the big thing right now.
you're huge. You are ginormous. Like, I mean,
You have broken our laws.
Just looking up at you, but I mean,
I respect your noble cause of reuniting your friend with his family in Calder Vega. But you must understand, you cannot know about Calder Vega.
But okay.
And you are bullshitting me right now. Why?
Bullshitting you at this part. I just, I want to acquiesce to your request, but I mean, because again, you could look at the size of me, look at the size of you.
Acquiesce to my request by telling me what you have taken. Why were you running?
We're in the middle of a giant city that we don't know we're not supposed to be in.
Right, we were but a mouse.
How did you find out you weren't supposed to be there?
When we delivered our friend to his family, they were like, "Hey, they're not supposed to be here."
Which
along those
family was it?
Lightfaller?
Lightfaller what?
Lightfaller who?
Yes. The surname. The family name. The clan. Was it an ogre? A Goliath?
Looking at stats real quick. Hold up.
Thunder is still going. It's starting to rain a bit.
Okay, can I make a bluff check here?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. All the marbles. 19.
What's your bluff?
It's Lightfaller from the clan Galdorf.
Uh-oh. That is not the clan that's at Calder Vega. So he's probably... Yeah, he sees through it.
Oh, does he see through it?
Yeah.
God damn.
He rolled a 16 plus all his other stuff.
Ooh.
He's pretty intelligent.
I'll say.
How far am I able to get by this point?
Little one, come. You could just book it if you want to.
I would like to be booking it.
Alright, the rest of the party sees Show just turn tail and run.
I put behind him. What's that over there? And then I run.
That's good. That's good.
Give me a bluff. He might fall for it. Oh, that's an 18 on the die.
I got a 13. Alright, it was nice playing with you guys.
He's gonna clap his hands together. You hear the thunder rumble a bit. You see the clouds kind of start to swirl above him a little bit. Puts both his palms up into the sky. You see some light coming out of them. And the clouds break open. And you see this large winged lizard. You also notice that his armor goes from that chrome color and just starts to fade to this bright mirrored copper.
What the fuck?
This large winged lizard comes out from the sky. Its wings are leathery, kind of like bat wings, but kind of not. They're kind of scaled, and they go all the way down the back of this creature, all the way to the tip of its tail and to the front of its wings. It's got 4 legs. It's got kind of curled horns, kind of like it. If horns were hair, it was like slicked back hair. Glistening copper with like green accents and whatnot. Smell of ozone in the air. Thunder's rumbling, and this thing cascades down from the sky and lands right in front of you, Show. Kind of looks at you inquisitively.
Can I make like a knowledge check here? Like,
Yeah.
What could I do?
Sure. Ilay, give me a intelligence check. Shoot away. This thing is about 20 feet tall and about 60 or 80 feet long. It's got like one leg on the wall, the cliff wall, another leg like grabbing the side of the cliff in front of you, Show. And then it's got like both its legs down. It's just kind of looking at you inquisitively. Ilay, what'd you roll?
I got a nat 20.
This looks incredibly familiar.
22.
You've seen this before. It was at night, but you know you've seen this before, because you've never seen anything else like it.
So this is that dragon I saw flying off in the distance.
Yep.
Hi.
Sure seems like it.
Boy, howdy, this rescue mission. Alright.
Hello, fiery friend.
Yeah. Next time we're letting whoever gets captured rot.
Yeah.
You hear pretty loudly this thing talk as it opens its mouth. Goes from looking at Show inquisitively, looking up towards the giant. Oh dear. You know I hate the cold. Why must you live in such a place like this? Why are we here? It's not like you to bring me to anything you can't handle. Who are they? The giant begins to tell kind of what Grok told him to the dragon. The dragon replies to the giant. And you hunted them down to here? No. I was caught in the portal as they made their escape. I respect their allegiance to their family units they have here. It'd be wrong to kill them. Was Udra's head, you know, a collection of small folk anyway. Some have escaped and we never found. I see. Looks back down at the rest of the party. Moves real close to Sho. Gives a little snort right by you. It smells like the sharpest vinegar smell you've ever smelled. Like it burns your nose a little bit. Where are you from? What are your titles? Kind of looks over your shoulder at the other ones, looks directly at Crag. And though Crag's like, what?
I tell
Wait.
them the name of the mountain range that we have, and I say that's where I'm from, and my title is adventurer.
Little adventurer. And what of the rest of you? I'm sorry, wrong voice.
Same.
Hey man, I'm impressed so far though. Still, so like you know.
I see. I forgot what the mountain range was, but blah 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 mountains.
Worcestershire.
You say.
Close by, yeah.
Sauerkraut.
You're either brave, stupid, or both. If what Hardir says is true. Why did you end up here? What brought you here? It's just to reunite a friend with his family. How did you know his family was here? How did you know where to look?
That's what he said. He said that he remembered a dream, and we were just going on a hunch, bud. Now we're trying to get out of your hair.
Give me a bluff. Any of the rest of you chiming in?
Oh, goodness.
I'm waiting very patiently right now.
Okay.
16. So 17 minus 1.
Doesn't seem like a blatant lie, but he's not really buying it either. Just like, it's not really making sense. If he had eyebrows, he would raise an eyebrow. I've been rather curious to your recent goings-ons in that little town you're building at the foot of the mountains. We're awfully close to my lovely goblin friends to the west. I wouldn't want you getting spooked by them and threatening my little biscuits. They breed so quickly. It would be quite a drag to have to hunt again.
We could just not deal with them or whatever.
I would love that.
You got it, bud. Thanks for doing the same for us.
Oh dear. I do not respect the ignorant, you know this well. Oh, brave adventurers. I shall pass my judgment with a simple test. Otherwise, Hardir, I see no benefit to you letting them escape knowing so much of Calder Vega. Let me ask you this. What can run, but never walk? Has a mouth, but never talk? Has a head, but never weeps? Has a bed, but never sleeps?
Is that your final question?
How much time we got?
As much as
I've
you
got an
need.
answer.
As much as you need.
I also have an answer.
Let's powwow. I don't know how many wrong answers we might get. So even if it's right, can we like step away, giant dragon and giant Storm Man.
They feel very in control. They're just watching you. Like, he's just kind of like hovering above, watching this all happen, responding to the dragon when the dragon talks, and the dragon's like right there.
I'm gonna step just a little bit away and kind of wave the guys, like the rest of the group over, and be like, "Hey, let's huddle."
This is the dragon, by the way. If you need the imagery.
So I'm kind of whispering, okay, guys, obviously it's a river. It's clearly a river.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds good. That sounds really good.
But what if it's not? Is there anything else we can think of, just in case?
You won't like my answer.
What are you thinking?
Got an answer. Can't tell you right now, but got an answer.
What do you mean you can't tell us right now? Is that
That sounds like the last.
we die?
It's about as 50-50 as it comes. Let's put it that way. A river could be the answer, but I don't think it's the answer.
What are you thinking the answer is? Because like, if you have a better answer, then like, that's what we're huddling for.
This is kind of pertinent information.
What have I got in my bag right now?
Socks.
Right. Oh, it's a backpack.
I have a certain someone's skull.
I don't know if that's the answer.
It doesn't move. It doesn't weep. It doesn't sleep. I think it
doesn't have
answers
a
all the
bed.
questions. I think it intimidates, if anything else. And it certainly had a bed at some point.
What? Okay, let's go over the. What are the questions that we remembered again? Just
The
to make
questions
sure.
are: it runs, but never walks. It has a mouth, but never eats.
So how
has
does
a-
it answer that first one right off the bat?
A river can run, but a river can't walk.
How does the head run but not walk?
Feet. Here, next.
Never has to walk. It never has to move.
But it runs. So how does the head run? Like, is it like a computer? Wait, wrong universe.
Oh, well then.
Rock glitches out.
Alright, never mind. Sure. Alright, let's go with river.
I think that might be our best guess right now.
Go for it.
Good dragon. Oh, never mind.
Oh, go ahead. No, for it. Go for it.
All right. So, by the way, I taste better with salt and paprika. The answer to your riddle is.
You require so much plucking.
Yeah, just burn me. You got like lightning breath, don't you?
Close. Oh, good, you're not stupid.
Really?
You must be quite brave, little ones, no? Well done. I think you're worthy of some trust. What are your plans at the foot of the mountain?
Here or back at our home?
Not here. You will never be coming back here.
Right, that's what I was asking. Well, we're gonna take the humans away from here, the ones that are mining your mountain that we're currently on, and we're gonna let them mine some of our mountain. And then we're also gonna set up a little business so that we can provide for ourselves.
I see.
And also not touch the goblins, like you said.
Right, so you're bringing this problem to my mountains.
I thought they were our mountains, though.
Oh, little one, you do not last very long. They are my mountains for generations of yours. Before you all even came, even as an elf, you do not live long enough to see it. Tell you what, you are to never talk of Caldor Vega. You are to downplay, misinform if you hear talk of Caldor Vega. You are not to return to Caldor Vega. If you need to speak to myself, or Hardir, come to the altar at the edge of the mountain points, north. About an hour's flight north of where you are living. And I will meet you there.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that. But
The
we have
giant starts
a problem.
floating closer. Go ahead.
So like the people at the shore that were mining the mountains here can't mine here, but they need to mine somewhere so that they can provide for their people. So like, do you have like a better mountain that I can send them to?
I will let you mine my mountains.
Okay, we won't mine a lot. Like, give us a cutoff point, whatever. Like,
I will let
wanna
you
have the
know.
mountain.
Do what you will. I will let you know if I need anything.
Okay, please don't kill them, though. Please.
Oh, of course not.
Okie dokie. Cool.
What do you take me for? Some barbarian.
I'm just making sure.
Gets close, gives you another snort.
Oof.
Seems very amused by this.
So good. I put a mask on.
Bro, social distance, come on.
Right.
I will be watching you too. You have broken our laws, regardless, and thus are not so easily to be trusted.
Well,
Wherever you go, we will see it. And I will come to stomp out your betrayal if you choose to break these bonds we've set forth.
Well, hey, quick question. Like, do you have anything for us to do? Like, do you have like a thing that you can point us in the direction of to keep us out of your hair?
Absolutely. Never talk of Caldor Vega. If you hear anything about Caldor Vega, do not let it stand. Caldor Vega does not exist. And I will leave the rest to you. Break these bonds, and I will crash the sky on your skull.
Oakley dokley. And I start to walk away, giving the big thumbs up.
Floats over by where the portal kind of dumped you guys out. Softly lands back down on his feet. Thunder seems to start moving away a bit. Dragon walks up towards him again, just kind of like crawls over you guys because his legs are like 10, 12 feet above the, or like off the ground, as he just crawls over you like your little rocks. And they start speaking a bit of Draconic. I don't know if any of you know Draconic.
I don't.
No.
Alright. Okay, give me a listen.
Second.
Give me a listen check.
A listen check.
Mhm.
I rolled. God, and that one.
Can't make it out. You hear the grumbles, but the thunder is just kind
My ears implode.
of blending with the grumbles of dragon speak. You do start hearing a humming, and then a flash of light. You're gone. What do you do?
On the wrong cliff, guys.
Well, that was fun.
Make a feint check. Do I faint or not? No, we're good.
Oof.
Still conscious.
Sure are. And you didn't even have to roll for Frightful Presence. And you didn't fight them. Great job. I'm so happy you guys didn't fight them.
We sure weren't trying to.
Good, good. I hope I was suggesting it hard enough. What do you do? What are the plans? Where are you going?
Well, like, is there like a path, or is it just a cliff?
There's a lot of these where it's just like a ledge that runs for a while, and then it might like taper into the wall, and then there is either like a ledge below it or a ledge above it. These are just like, cut, jagged, rough mountains.
Got it. So I guess we should just take this ledge until we can get to another one.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna try and climb all the way down until you can go across, and then climb all the way back up to the camp. You can try and navigate your way back to the town.
Do we want to get the stuff we left at the camp? Did we leave stuff at the camp? I don't know. I wasn't there.
I don't remember leaving anything at the camp. So we should be good on that front.
It was just like camping stuff, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like the
'Cause
actual.
We probably took everything that we needed with us.
Yeah, is it worth going to get the... Like, we could just get more camping bags, right?
Yeah, probably.
Miku, Crag, and Alay, can I get a spot check from you guys? Or listen, whichever one's higher.
That's 23.
Nice.
Nice.
What did everyone else get?
I got a 12.
Okay. Miku? Miku, are you there? Are you muted? I think you're muted.
My computer just froze.
Oh no. I can roll for you. Do you know what your spot, what you add to it? Roll the 19.
Fine now.
What's your spot number?
That is 5.
That's 24. Alright, so you and Craig both see something kind of like catch a little bit of sunlight as the clouds start breaking apart and moving on. That seems to have fallen out from where they just teleported away.
Is it like...
Just like a quick...
platform?
On the stone. Yeah, like a quick flicker caught your eye. After like, the light flash, they left, flicker.
Right. But in the encampment area, or like...
No, right where you are. Right where you are.
Oh, okay. Okay, I go to inspect.
Alright. You find a gold pendant. And it has this on the front of it, kind of embossed, sticking out of the gold. It's just like a round gold, kind of like a locket, but it doesn't open.
Okay.
Miku, you see this too, if you want to walk over with Craig. What do you...
Inspect it with those glasses.
Sure. What feature of the glasses are you using?
Hold on. Probably like detect magic and the lore. So that's like a minute.
Sure. While you're walking, I'd assume you can inspect this while everyone's making their way towards either camp or wherever you guys are headed. It is magical. Seems to be abjuration magic. The lore, not really a whole lot. It's really old. Ancient. Giant in origin. Where's the party headed? What are you guys doing?
I think we're going along the cliff until we find like a way down, right? Something safe.
I can sense.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Yeah, you guys managed to find like another cliff on the way down. You guys can like take your time and climb carefully down it. None of the rocks fall. You don't cause a landslide. You're down kind of in the valley between mountains going back up. You can either go towards what Alay thinks is where the mines were, or you can go towards the encampment. Or back the way you came. Hello?
Want to go collect their stuff?
How many? Okay, so I guess quick question: how many days until the whatchamacallit arrives? The boat. Back?
2 days.
2 days.
So the rest of today, all of tomorrow, and then they are supposed to arrive sometime the day after.
Okay, so then we probably have a little bit of time to like go across the valley, get our stuff, then leave. Because I don't think we should stay in these mountains too much longer.
Yeah.
Um,
Sounds good to me.
It is like 6 in the morning. Maybe even earlier. Could be like 5 in the morning.
Oh yeah, we did that in the middle of the night, huh?
Right.
I don't think like how tired are we right now?
Not. You guys have been up for 3 hours, maybe?
So like, it probably can't hurt to like push through a little bit longer. I don't know if anybody's like hurt or like spent. Is anybody hurt or spent?
Nope.
Let's push it. Let's push it. Push it real good, you know?
Push it to where? Where are you going? Tell me what you're doing.
So I'm proposing let's go get our gear, then go back to town. The boat will be there hopefully by that point, and then we can take all these people, or at least as many as we can, out of here. Cool.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So what are you doing? Are you heading back to the mines towards town?
Yeah, we're trying to make it to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get back up to the mines. Takes about an hour and a half to carefully get up with everybody. A couple people might slip here and there, but it's nothing major, nothing catastrophic. You get back up to the mines, and then it's about 3-hour walk towards town. That gets you to about noon, and you're in town. You're back in town.
Okay. Let's find the leader. Tell him to
Bruce?
fuck up. Is everybody? Yeah, like let's inspect the town and see how everybody was doing. With the getting packed to leave plan.
They're all kind of on standby because they didn't know if you were coming back or not. You've been gone for a while.
Sure,
Bruce left. Crazy combat ensued as he was leaving, and didn't know if you were coming back or not. So they didn't really know what they should be doing.
Fucking guy.
Are you telling them to pack up?
Yes.
Alright. Gonna ask you, like, pack up how? Like, are we tearing down this entire village to then move it? Like, we just built this.
Valuables and your belongings, we can come back for this stuff later, but we need to get you and the important things out of here. I don't care if it's like pride or whatever, like, we just need to get you safe.
Alright, still about a day day's time before the boats arrive.
That gives us a day to pack up, bud.
That's right, he's Australian. Alright, sounds good. Alright, boys, pack you up. Wait for old what's his nuts Hedwig to get back here. And we're moving to wherever these fine folk are taking us.
We have express permission to let you mine our mountain.
Sounds good. But you gotta get the big man on board. By the big man, I mean the other people like we talked about, remember?
Right. Like I said, we're gonna do that on the trip up to our place, but you can't stay here.
Right. Men, pack it up. We'll wait till the boats arrive. You guys want to do anything else till then?
Nope.
Nope, just wait till the boats.
Help them pack?
Cool.
True.
Craig, do you want to use Identify? Do you have Identify?
Yeah. I will use that on the pendant, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from what you can glean from Identify, wearing it will give you Resist Cold 5, which means anytime you take cold damage, you ignore the first 5 points of damage. That means you can also just hang out in cold places like Calder Vega without needing pounds of fur. And it seems like while you're wearing this, you can move over snow and ice just like it was normal dirt.
Okay.
Very nice.
Would have been helpful a while ago.
Wouldn't it?
You know.
Well, now you know. This actually has some use.
Sure, we can use that in our mountain too.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, day goes by, do you guys want to do anything while you have like a 18-hour chunk of free time? Anyone have anything they want to do?
I think I just want to help them pack. I don't have any other specific things that I want to do in town.
Okay.
Pack and nap.
A couple of you noticed that Elai's weasels are getting mighty large compared to when you started. So much so that Miku is riding one of them at one point. They're putting small boxes on the back of these weasels to move things around. Impressive stuff. Craig tells you about the amulet, I'm assuming, unless you want to keep it a secret.
No, it's almost no use to me, so
Right.
yeah, I tell them about it.
Okay.
That sounds useful for someone. Who would that be useful for?
You guys can figure that out at any point in time.
Alkali dokali.
Right. Next day, boats arrive. 3 of them show up. It's about 11 in the morning when they arrive. One seems to be full of a whole new set of workers and miners come for the project. Another one's full of building materials. The third one has kind of odds and ends, and it seems like more of the big wigs of this corporation. We're going to take a quick break there, and I'm going to make a cocktail because I think I'm going to have to do a lot of voices.
Alrighty.
So, take a quick 5-10 minute break, and then I will start the stream